Hi friends, welcome to this pre-market analysis of Nifty, where on a chart we try to make informed guesses of where buyers and sellers are. A huge gap up today. You see, this is the day candle of Nifty, and as you can see, it's a huge gap up, and it settled well inside this fair value gap, this daily fair value gap that we had drawn. And as we had suspected, market is normalizing the war, and anything that is a little bit positive is being hugely seen as positive for the market. So let's go and delete all the analysis from yesterday and start afresh as usual. Starting with the monthly time frame. On a monthly time frame, I do not have a bias on Nifty. Why do I not have a bias? The reason is very simple. The reason is that a lower high would mean it's bearish and a higher low means it's bullish. Now, you see, in April, if you compare the low we created in April and August, it was bullish. And then came the month of March where this low was taken out. Ideally, it should have been protected. Now I'm just waiting for a lower high or higher low to be formed. And interestingly, on a monthly time frame, there are no fair value gaps created. So we are not entirely sure until where it can go. So one place that we can see is this swing low will act as a zone of liquidity where a monthly candle could take resistance. But the things with monthly candles that is that it could go all the way high up, and on the last day, if it's sold off, it will be a candle something like this. So not a tradable time frame. Now going over to the weekly time frame. Well, on the monthly time frame, there's one level that we could just mark up. That is the low created in April. That is one place ideally it should have visited in this downfall, but it did not. Going over to the weekly time frame. On a weekly time frame, the bias is bearish because of these two lows. This low is lower than this. I mean, these two highs. This high is lower than this high, and that's it. That's the only reason it's bearish. And this weekly time frame has a fair value gap here and a fair value gap there. So there's one fair value gap here and a swing low there. So a swing low within a swing high or a swing low within a fair value gap is a zone of liquidity. So let me just mark it. It's a weekly time frame. I'll mark it in a 2x line and I'll mark it in red. Then there's another fair value gap on a weekly time frame right here. And that's where Nifty is taking support. I mean, taking resistance. Now, going over to the daily time frame. On a daily time frame is where everything is interesting. Okay, on a weekly time frame, did I say a bias? I believe I did not. It is bearish. It is still bearish because on a weekly time frame, it was a huge fall and no swing highs were created. So it is still bearish. On a daily time frame, it is not sure. I'm not sure of a bias because no higher lows are still created. It's a huge gap that's been created. Let me just mark up this fair value gap. It's interesting. It's a huge gap. Mark it in green. And there is a swing high within this fair value gap too. Let me mark it in green too. So this is a good level to take, so to get support. If Nifty opens somewhere here tomorrow, then it could be bought back aggressively from these levels. So look for an open in these levels and then there could be an aggressive buyback. Going to the 4-hour time frame, the 4-hour time frame is bullish. Now you see this is a swing low, this is a high swing low, and then there's a fair value gap. So it is bullish. Going over to the hourly time frame. On an hourly time frame, it is also bullish. So I do not want to mark up all the fair value gaps once again. It is the same fair value gaps that's created. There's another one right here, but I don't think it gains much significance. Yes, so Nifty is ultra bullish. Any open in these levels, specifically in this level, could be a buy opportunity, and that's what I would do tomorrow. Well, I'm not a certified analyst, so this is all here just for educational purpose. Thank you.